Alright, let's look at the homework 14.6, problem number 10. Alright, so let's look at this problem. Alright, so you have a paraboloid and we want this tangent plane to be parallel to this given plane here. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, first thing I would do is I'm going to rewrite this equation. So by subtracting x squared and z squared, we get, I'm going to call this f. Right, so f of x comma y comma z is equal to, right, so you have a y minus x squared minus z squared, right, and this is equal to 0, right? So you can think of this as a level surface. So we're going to take the gradient. So gradient of f is going to be, alright, so partial of this with respect to x would be negative 2x. And partial of this guy with respect to y would be 1. Alright, partial of this guy with respect to z would be negative 2z. Alright, so we got that. And we want this guy to be parallel to this guy. So right, so the normal vector to this guy is going to be, so it has to be a multiple. So I'm going to put maybe k times, right, so you have a 3, comma, 2, comma, 7. Alright, and then so this will give us a bunch of equations, right? So just comparing the components. So negative 2x is equal to 3k, and 1 is equal to 2k, right? And then negative 2z is equal to 7k. Alright, so but the middle equation is the easiest to solve, so divide through by 2. You can see that k is going to be 1/2. Right? So if you know k is 1/2, then we know from here, the first equation gives negative 2x is equal to 3 times 1/2, so 3/2. Then you can just divide through by negative 2 to get x is equal to negative 3/4. Right? And here we know that the negative 2z is equal to 7 times 1/2, so 7/2. And we're going to have to divide through by negative 2. So z is equal to negative 7/4. Right? Then you know that, let's see, the y value, once you have, x value and a z value, then we can find a y value, right? So since y value is equal to x squared, so which is a negative 3/4 squared, plus z squared, so negative 7/4 squared. So that's going to be, right, so 4 squared would be 16, 3 squared would be 9, and 7 squared would be 49. So this is going to be 58/16. So I guess we can simplify that. So divide by 2, you get the 29, and divide by 2, then you get 8. Right, so you have a 29/8. Right, so we have negative 3/4, 29/8, and negative 7/4. Right, so let's type it in. Right, negative 4, I forgot what it was. Negative 3/4. Right, negative 3/4. Right, and then 29/8, And the last one is negative 7 over 4. Right? So negative 7 over 4. Alright, so let's check the answer. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.